when it all hits the fan, when we feel the worst, when we fear that we are going to lose everything that we've gained and fought for, there's a temptation to despair. And rightfully so. And often when I feel that way personally, I actually get into history. And I was watching this interview of somebody, like a news anchor, who was alive during the time of the 1960s, where, there was a fight against segregation. And this man was talking about how he had lost friends to all sorts of tragic events, how it felt overwhelming, and the pressure and what was at stake was always at the forefront, and it was heavy, and it was oppression, and the despair and the overwhelm was very, very real, and the consequences were very, very real. People were dying. And he said if he could go back in time and tell himself something, tell him from that era something that he knows now, it was that they were winning. It was that they were winning. And they had no idea of knowing at the time, because they only felt the oppression and they only saw how things were going wrong. But what they didn't realize, when they were speaking out, when they were acting according to their heart, when they were doing what was right, even though they paid the consequence for that, it was bringing everything out into the open. And you can't deal with secrets, not globally, not even personally. When things are hidden in the dark, they're just hidden. And when you bring all your past and all your secrets and all your darkness to the forefront, when you look at what is actually happening and the cost and the consequence and the long-term effect of that, that's when it feels the darkest. It always does. Because you see the problem in its full enormity without knowing what's going to happen next. But you have to see the poison, you have to draw it out into the surface in order to know how to handle it and what to do about it. So whether you're feeling the dark times of this era or you're going through your own personal dark times, know that when we draw the poison out, it feels so disgusting and overwhelming, because it is. But that's the moment that you're in. It's not the totality of the future, because as you give yourself the opportunity to look at what is, you also give yourself the opportunity to do something about it.